an arena at the MGM Grand, you already know it's a lot of people can fit in there, right? WFG is the only financial industry that can lock down not one, but two arenas. And if we keep it up with whatever we're learning and we're growing and all the amazing things that are happening in WFG, in another couple of years, you may have to take it to Canada because now we're going to need three arenas. So why am I so fired up? Why am I so fired up? Put in the chat, why am I fired up? Go ahead and put it in the chat, y'all. Why do you think I'm so fired up? Put it in the chat. You guys that are joining us on Facebook, if you want to see my screen, you're going to have to go to odediking.com/health and wealth. odediking.com/health and wealth. Get registered and come join us in the Zoom room, or you can hang out on Facebook and still get the information. Alrighty? Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're super excited. Let me see. Put in the chat, why am I fired up? 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 Tell me. I want to read the chat. Why do you think odediking.com is super fired up coming back from our 7th year, because I've been in this business for 7 years. This is my 7th year convention, and every time I go, I keep saying, boy, this is good. And I keep going every year, and I'm saying the same thing and even better every year. So why am I fired up? Let's see what you guys wrote. That's it. You guys ain't wrote anything. Just winner. Hey, Marsha, thanks for calling me. But as you know, I was in Vegas. So now that I'm back in New York, let's touch base tomorrow. More opportunities to help families. Absolutely. A lot of opportunities to help families. You guys, you just heard from the pastor, right? More inspiration. Yes. Because the business is about to explode. You got that right, Richard. And Donna said more inspiration. Yes, there is. Guys, this is the best. I know you guys hear me say this all the time. I drank all the Kool-Aid. Yes, I do. And when you know what you know, right? When you know what you know, when you see the direction that this company is going, you cannot help it but be fired up. So first thing first, because I want to make it clear, you guys see this flyer, right? We are doing these webinars every day. So if you are on today, and let's say you shot someone a message or you invited them and they're not able to get on, that's okay. Because we are going to be back here again tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after, right? So I just want to highlight the dates and the times. Monday and Friday, it is 7 p.m. Now, let me clarify. I know we have people from all time zones, right? But I'm in New York. The girl Dediking.com is in New York. So Monday and Friday, these times that you're seeing here are Eastern Standard hours, right? East Coast New York. If you're in Utah, you're in Vegas, you're in California, you're in Idaho, wherever you are, just convert it to your time zone. If you're in Texas, convert it to your time zone. If you're in, I don't know where, Timbuktu, convert it to your time zone, okay? So, Monday and Friday, 7 p.m. So if your friend or your family or your loved one cannot make it on today, it's okay, right? Tomorrow, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Make sure you're coming on all of these, especially if you are one of us, WFG Agents Professional, right? Wednesday and Thursday, 7:30 p.m. and Saturday, 4 p.m. and Sunday, the good Lord said you got to rest on Sunday. So we're not going to do webinar on Sunday. And we started back again the following Monday. So we are closing out July strong. We are closing out July with 6 days of non-stop, back-to-back presentation. So if you're an agent, you want to hear this stuff repeatedly, because guess what? What do they say about reputation? What do they say about reputation, right? July, right? So does everybody got the time and dates? Because I've been getting, I just want to make sure, right? Because when you register on the link, it shows, like every day at one time. That's because Zoom does not allow us to change every day at a different time. So on the flyer has the dates and the time for each specific date. Everybody got it? Put in the put a comment in the Zoom chat. Let me make sure everybody got it. Repetition is mother of learning. Yes. Tell us more about your experience. Hey, Virginia. Virginia, were you there, Virginia? Virginia, were you in Vegas? Were you at T-Mobile or MGM Grand? Which arena were you in? Huh? Oh, you didn't go. Oh, man, that's a bummer. Man, Virginia, if you were there, you would have swear you were in Africa because the Africans were making laps on stage. We had the African music. The entertainment was African. The outfits was like, woo! I was like, somebody didn't tell me the memo. Like, why did y'all tell me to pack an African gown? Man, Africa was killing it at the convention. But guys, this is a good time for black people. This is a good time for black people. I'm not talking race, but I'm just saying, this is a good time for black people to help each other. This is a good time for black people to make a lot of money. This is a good time for black people to break generational curse. Man, I don't know. Y'all just need to be there the next time, right? So,
after the program, I'll call you.
Huh?
After your program tonight, I will call you.
Well, you better call me after 11, honey, because I got back-to-back Zoom. After this, we got an 8 o'clock, then I got a 9 o'clock, then I got a 10:30. So, you know what? Just call me tomorrow, honey. Call me tomorrow. Because I got a long night ahead of me. But anyway, y'all, let's get into, put in the chat. You guys that are on here, I want to know, are you interested more in learning about making money or saving money? Put in the chat. Making money or saving money? Put in the chat. Let's see. Making money or saving money? Making money or saving money? Bold. Okay. Bold. Okay, good. Well, let me tell you. First, you can't save it if you don't have extra, right? We cannot save it if we don't have extra. So we first need to have extra, right? Make more. This way we can save more. Right, Facebook? If you are struggling with saving money, that's an indication that either you're doing bad with managing your money or you just need to make more money. Y'all just need to make more money. I need to make more money. Why do you think I'm doing these webinars every single day? I need to make more money too. Listen, Dr. Martin Quende needs to make more money too, right? Dr. Fombo needs to make more money too, right? Coach Swan needs to make more money too. And these guys are multi-millionaire. Ed Milet, who is a multi-billionaire, was on stage. He needs to make more money too. So why do you and I think with our little 100, 200, 300,000 don't need to make more money? We all need to make more money because nothing is getting cheaper. Nothing is getting cheaper, people. We all need to make more money. And yes, when you are part of this organization and you understand how money works, you're going to know exactly what to do to grow your money, to save your money, right? So who are we? Why is this girl dedicating so fired up? Is her wig too tight? Whatever, okay? Whatever. I just came back from convention and I'm super hyped. So our company is called Aegon. Aegon has been around since almost 200 years. It is one of the largest companies on the planet, right? One of the largest of 7 companies listed too big to fail in the world. Not in the U.S., not in New York, not in Dallas, not in Texas, not in Canada, in the world. Aegon is the largest financial company listed too big to fail in the world. Google that. For those of you who like to Google that, okay? Not only they are the largest financial company in the world, they're also one of the top largest when it comes to pension and insurance. Pension. Your job got a pension? the mother of all, the largest company with pension and insurance in the world, right? And like every major company, because Aegon is based in the Netherlands, they're like, well, we got to get into the U.S. economy. We got to get into the U.S. market. So guess what? Transamerica is our parent company in the U.S. They are based in San Francisco, right? Because everybody got to be in New York. I mean, in the U.S., right? It's one of the largest economies of the world. Why not have representation in the U.S.? This is where Transamerica came into play. And WFG, which stands for World Financial Group, but if you talk to Pastor Chenji, he's going to tell you WFG stands for Working for God. And if you speak to me when I'm on the churches and I'm on the pulpit, I'm going to tell you WFG is Working for God, because we are out here giving this financial knowledge to free people from financial bondage. So yes, we are the largest financial distribution platform. You're like, well, what does that mean? Well, it means we are like the Amazon. We are like the Amazon for financial services, right? We help you with everything from birth to burial. You need saving plan for your newborn baby that was just born 2 weeks old and he got a social or she got a social. We're going to show you exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. Dr. Martin Kwende at the convention said his mission, right? Because you guys don't know this because you went to the convention, but just to give you some context, Dr. Martin Kwende grew up an orphan. He lost his brother, he lost his mom, and I think it was his grandmother or someone that raised him. After the grandmother died, you know, in Africa, right, when the grandmother died and there was no other family member around, he was an orphan. He remembered walking to school for hours barefoot, no shoes, that he always told himself, one day, just one day when I make it big, one day when I start making money, I'm going to buy me so much shoes. I will never ever walk barefoot again. And that day came. WFG blessed him and he said, I'm not boasting on this convention, but I got more shoes more than anybody in this convention. You can't knock him. Can't knock him for that, right? So our company, what are some of our core values? We believe in faith. We believe in God. This company was founded on faith. Many years ago when our founder, Rich Tolley, created this business, he founded this business on faith. Did he know that Aldith was going to join this business? Did he know that Cheryl was going to be a client? Did he know that Cliff and Karen was going to be business partners in this business? Did he know that Virginia from the motherland was going to be a business partner in this business? Did he know that Percy and his mom was going to be in this business? Did he know that Jesse was going to lead the Hispanic community? No. He founded this business on faith principles, not seeing, but walking by faith. So yes, we believe in faith. Yes, we believe in family. You could have a job, and your job would not endorse a family member working there. Am I lying? Am I lying? They don't want your family members working there. No, they don't. WFG is the opposite. We are the opposite. We want your entire family to come on board. We want you to have your spouse on board. We want you to have your kids on board. Because guess what? One day, when you and I pass away, the checks are still going to keep coming. And who is it going to go to? Your family. So you want your family to be in this business. Unlike a JOB, they don't encourage family to be in the business. I mean, at a job. Ownership. Once you are a senior marketing director and above, Rich Tolley just broke it down at our convention. Senior marketing director and above are going to be eligible for $15,000 in stock options. Guys, just off of the stock options alone, 10 years from now, you could be a multi-millionaire just off of the stock options alone. That's called true ownership. And by the way, that's just one avenue, the stock ownership, right? What about dreaming? So many of us are dream flat. You ask somebody, how are you doing? They're gonna say, I'm okay, I'm hanging in, I'm doing good. No, ask Odetta King how she doing. Odetta King is high on life. Odetta King is working her business. Odetta King cannot wait to do all these big things because I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming big. I'm dreaming of doing so many things. Don't ask me where it's coming from, but I'm dreaming, and with this opportunity, it's going to happen. Integrity. There's no cheating here. There's no, we don't want each other to succeed. This business is based on helping people. The more people you help, the more you get help. And leadership. We have the best leadership. We have multi-billionaire, multi-trillionaire, humble people. You would see Coach Swan walking through the airport, just being a casual person, just being a normal, regular person, not knowing that guy makes $20 million a year. Okay? We have superb leadership that have success track. And they're not keeping this information to themselves. Because when we do better, they do better. Teamwork. I said earlier, for me to win, I gotta help other people win. So of course there's teamwork. One of my business partners said, Odetta, my husband was wondering, how come you paid for me to start a business? Like, what is up? They're not used to people being nice to them. They're not used to people paying things for them. But I said to her, you know what? When you start this business and you come into this business, you will realize someday, very soon, that when I help you win, I'm also winning. So I'm paying it forward, right? And then recognition is tons of recognition. We recognize you when you get your first business partner. We recognize you when you get your first client. We recognize you when you get your license. We recognize you when you make your first check. We recognize you for so many things. I'm getting ready to go to, oh my God, I don't even remember, like Vancouver, British Columbia, or somewhere. And then I'm going again in DR in September. All of these are recognitions. The more families you help, the more money you make, the more teammates you bring on board, recognition all the way. Recognition all the way, right? So what is it we do? You're like, oh my God, this sounds good, but keep talking. Well, we help people in uncertain times. If you are certain about your finance and you sit with us, you're going to be even more certain. 68%, I didn't say it, Google it. For those of you that like to Google, 68% of Americans are not on track to retire. Man, when I see this stuff in the news, I am mad with people. But who am I supposed to be mad with? Right? This is why I'm so passionate about this business. This is why I want everybody to know about this, their finance. 68%. I wish I had saved that article. I saw an article. People that are retiring are having to shack up. Some of them who had their houses paid off, now they're renting out rooms in their house, even though they ain't got no mortgage, which, by the way, that's a very small percentage. Now, you work so hard all your life. Now, even in your golden years, you still struggling financially? You paid off your mortgage, but now you got to rent out rooms to strangers? Somebody Google that article and put it in the chat. Now you renting your house, rooms in your house, to other seniors like yourself, because the other seniors like yourself who did not own property, their rent is going up, and they're on a fixed budget. It is bad out here. It is very bad. It scares me as an individual, right? 68% of Americans, they're not on track to retire. That's because, number one, we're not saving. Or if we're saving, we're not saving enough. Or if we're saving enough, we're not saving in the right buckets. We're not saving in the right vehicle. But they don't know that. When you ask them how you're doing, they're going to tell you, I'm good. They're going to say, I'm good. Listen, I thought I was good too. I thought I was good too. Until I learned about this information. Until I understand how money works. Until I understand how to make money work for you. 68%. And this number is going to keep climbing. Now we have 60% of Americans that gets diagnosed with an illness with one of the leading causes being financial stress. I know we have nurses on this Zoom, And for time's sake, I'm not going to have you share, but you could probably put in the chat, right? What's the situation in the healthcare? How many people are you seeing being diagnosed with cancer, heart attack, stroke? Three major leading causes, right? Three major leading causes. Listen, I'm so afraid of this thing. I don't want nobody stressing me because we all have things dormant in our body, and stress will activate it. Stress will activate it. So I don't want nobody stressing me, much less alone financial stress. 60% of Americans get diagnosed with an illness, with the leading cause being financial stress, people. They're worried about their money. They're worried about how to do this and do that, all related to finances. So we teach people how to build a strong financial foundation and how to protect your family, your health, and your money. How to protect your family. God forbid if you pass away prematurely, what's going to happen to your family? What's going to happen to that mortgage? Now, you may say, I don't care, I'm dead, I'm gone. They'll figure it out. There's some people that tell me that, and it's okay. How about your minor kids? Or forget it, your adult kids, right? And how are you protecting your money? What happens if you get a stock market crash? 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Guys, we don't need to look left nor right. It's happening all around us. Our platform gives people the opportunity to have multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income. Make more money while you can. And I'm not talking about going and have another job for 3-4 hours to make another $20, $30, $40, $50. No. That's okay too, but that's not what I'm talking about. Right? And then we have 84% of us are working just because we gotta work. We don't even like the job. We hate the job. We're just going because we gotta go somewhere. 84% of people want to work somewhere where their work matters. Y'all think I'm just doing this for a paycheck? Put in the chat. Please put in the chat. Y'all think I'm doing WFG just because it's a job? Just because it's a paycheck? Do y'all think that? Like, I just want to know. 84% of people want to work somewhere where their work matters. Where their work matters. Where they want to make a contribution to society, where they want to impact and change some people's lives. 84% of people want to do something that they truly care about, but they can't. Here, we give you the opportunity to become an entrepreneur, where you are in control of your time, where you are in control of your freedom, and to create a lifestyle and have a purpose. There's some people that are going to make good money. There's some people that are making good money, but they don't have the time and the freedom. Doctors make good money, but do they have time and freedom? Especially if you're an OR doctor, right? So this is what we do. Financial planning, financial health, right? We offer solution to these problems and challenges. And our mission is simple. We're going to financially educate everybody. Our mission is 30 million families. We want to educate 30 million families by the year 2030. Our vision is to empower people to become an entrepreneur. Take entrepreneurship. Own and control of your life. You can't do that with a job. Guys, I'm about to give my resignation to my university. And the only reason why I'm not doing it now, because the semester started on like September 4. Yeah, September 4. And I have about 60 people already registered for my class. That would be very ungrateful of me to call my dean tomorrow and say, hey, this teaching at that job for over 7 years. And it was good to me when I needed it back then. So it's unfair for me to just call my dean tomorrow and say, hey, I'm not teaching this semester, like this is my last semester. No. I'm giving them way, way more enough time that they need to find somebody come January. This is going to be my last semester teaching. Because I want to do something and continue and build my WFG business where I have full control, full ownership. I don't have ownership teaching, right? So, let's talk about the business because we got to make money before we could save more money. Most of us, right, are going to fall into either one of these four boxes. You're an employee, that means you have a job. You're trading your time for money. Your time for money. And guys, that's not a bad thing. We all got to do it. We all got to start as an employee somewhere, or most of us at least, right? And then some of us might be self-employed. That's like your barbershop, your nail salon, right? They're self-employed because now they own the job. They're still trading their time for money. Because if they don't go to the barbershop, if they don't cut hair, if they don't do nail, or let's say they have a beauty supply store and they don't show up to open the door and sell, they don't make money. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but just know the different options, right? And then you have business owner with a system. The more people I work with, the more people I bring on board, the more people I help fast start and grow their business, the more money we make. And the fourth box is now being an investor. When you understand how money works and you can take your $1 and know exactly what to do to double it to $2. WFG is on this side of the fence. We become business owners. We learn about money. We learn about finance. We know how to set up our financial house. And because of the strategies and the license that we have access to, now we know how to save and grow and protect our money. Right? Financial services is the largest industry. $109 trillion industry. Bigger than real estate. Google that for those of you that like to Google. Financial services is the largest industry. More than retail, more than real estate. More than retail, more than real estate. More than retail, more than real estate. Not everybody wants to own a house. Not everybody can afford a house. My parents have been living in this country for like 50-something years. Both of them don't own a house. Not everybody wants to own a house. Not everybody can afford to own a house. My great aunt that brought us here to the States never owned a house. It's appalling to me, but they never owned a house. Not everybody wants to own a house. Not everybody can afford to own a house. Financial services, everybody needs to save money. Everybody needs to make money. We are the largest industry with $109 trillion. So let's talk about some of your concern because you might be saying, well, I have some questions. Your questions are going to get answered right now. You might be saying, well, what is the investment that to start this business? Well, it's a business. So it's not free. It's a business that you have to register and get licensed. All of your fees to get your license and your business register is under $800. And by the way, you do not, I'm going to repeat, you do not pay $800 up front. The first thing you pay up front is $125. That $125 is to do your background check. Because if your background check is clean, goodbye. Goodbye. You can handle here, right? You can be here, right? Goodbye. Right? So you do have to register your business, do your background check, make sure that you are clean, right? And you pay $125. The next thing you do is you want to get licensed. So you're gonna pay for your licensing course on Excel solution. That's about $30 or 40, yeah, 39, about $40, right? And right now at the convention, Excel had a booth, and Excel is doing a half off special that ends July 29. So some of you that are thinking, well, this sounds good, I want to get on board, make sure you call the person right after we end tonight so we can get you onboarded. Normally it's $40. Excel is running a convention promotion of only $19.99, $20. They slashed it. You need to get on the Excel study platform to start studying for your license. Now, once you're done with your license, you got to schedule your state exam. You got to go pass the license. Once you get the license, after, then all the fees are going to come in. And those are state regulation fees. It doesn't go to WFG.com. It goes to the state for your fingerprint, and for the state to print your license, and for the state to do your money, your Arizona mission and all that stuff. You cannot do this business unless you have all your ducks in a row. This is a very, very serious, highly regulated industry. We are dealing with people money. We are dealing with people's future. We are dealing with retirement accounts. We are dealing with college savings accounts. We are dealing with debt and mortgages and credit. We are seeing a lot of stuff. Everybody has to be checked out and clean as a whistle. So you're going to pay in total about $800, but again, it's not all at once. Odetta, what about the time commitment? How much time would I have to put in? Well, let me ask you a question. If you had a part-time job, how much hours would you think the average part-time job you have to put in? Somebody put it in the chat. Part-time job, how much hours do you put in? If it's part-time, I would think that's maybe like 20 hours. You can put the same 20 hours here, or minimum 10 hours. Minimum 10 hours. Part-time is about 20. Minimum, you put 10 hours a week into this business. It's going to pay you way more than you going to that part-time job for 20 hours. I work all day, all night. My team thinks I'm crazy. When they're sleeping at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, when they wake up, they got a whole bunch of text messages from me. I'm hustling. I'm working. I love this business. I'm working all the time. Is there a need? Of course there's a need. I just showed you some statistics. What about knowledge? I don't know nothing. I've never been to finance school. I don't have no bachelor's, no PhD. I don't have none of that stuff like you. Well, you don't need to. Because my mentor, Jonathan Marion, don't have it either, and he makes $1.5 million. All he got is his GED. All he got is a GED. And now he makes fun of it. He said, you know what? I got a PhD. You know what that PhD stands for? Never mind. Risk. Are there any risks? Are there any risks to doing this business? Is this an MLM? Is this a scam? Is this a multi-level marketing? Is this a pyramid? Yes, I'm addressing it because I know and I hear the questions. When somebody says, oh, that is this a scam? Oh, that is this a multi-pyramid scheme? Well, if it's a scheme, if it's a scam, the government is scamming all of us. Because the government is the one that has to give us a license that you have to study and pass and do a fingerprint. So if it's a scheme or if it's a scam, the government is scamming all of us. That's how I like to answer people who say it is a scheme, right? But when I really think about it, the people who are saying these things, they don't understand money. They don't understand how money works. Because when I sit with doctors and lawyers and accountant and tax professional, I never, ever, ever, ever get asked, is this a scheme? I never, ever get asked, is this a scam or a pyramid scheme? Because it involves licensing. It involves fingerprinting. And every 2 years, we have to get checked out, right? So for those of you that are agents, now you know how to respond when someone say, is this a scam? Scam just really means you're confused about money. Somebody write it in the chat. Scam just really means you are confused about money. You are confused about money. You don't understand how money works because you have to be licensed to do what I do. You have to be vetted to do what I do. You have to study and get a license to do what I do. You got to do continuous learning to do what I do. And you got to keep your information clean to keep being in this business. I'm proud to say I've been doing it for 7 years. That's a big deal. Because if I mess up my name or I mess up my license, I could be barred. I could be barred from ever working again with any financial industry, with any financial company. I can't even teach finance if I'm barred. Yep. So now let's talk about the money. Because there's a lot of money to be made. When you start with us, in 5 years, okay. When you start with us, at the end of it all, we're helping people. We're educating people about money. When I help somebody save $500 on average, 500 times 12 is 6,000. The company is going to multiply that by your contract level. So everybody starts at the bottom, and this is what I love with this company. All of the big guys we just saw on stage, they all started at the bottom. They all started as a training associate. So your entry level is training associate, and you work your way up. There's no reason why anybody should want to stay at the bottom. Why did you come here? To stay at the bottom? No. As a training associate, 30% of this 6,000 is 1,800. You move up, you're an associate, you're at a 45% contract. Again, 500 times 12, 6,000. 45% of this 6,000 is 2,700. And so forth and so forth. So the goal, the ultimate goal is to work your way up to a senior marketing director. You want to work your way up to a senior marketing director, guys. That's where I started. I started as a trainee, and I worked my way up. Everybody works their way up. You want to work your way up to a senior marketing director. Remember that stock option I told you about? That the company is giving $15,000. Free money. Free, F-R-E-E. $15,000 stock options. The only other company that does stock option in financial services is Primerica. We had an emergency training last night. Primerica started with their stock options when it was like $40. Now their stock option is the stock has grew to over $200. So imagine somebody give you free stocks. When they give you the free stocks, it was $40 a share. Now it's up $200 a share. It's free money to begin with, right? So when we look at our compensation with the stock option, because we did a deep dive, y'all know Jonathan Marin, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He prepared us. He prepared us yesterday how to recruit certain other people with different companies when they say they have stock options, which only one other company has it. And we opened the gate, beating their stock options. We opened the gate, beating their stock options. So imagine WG giving you $15,000 in stock options. And let's say the stock right now is $40. Actually, it's less than $40. The stock option right now is $6 a share, which is good because we're coming in on the low. You want to buy low and sell high or go high. We're not even buying it. We're getting it for free on the low end. So 10 years from now, if you keep getting stock options every year because you are killing the game, you're working your business, you're growing your business, just off of the stock options alone, we are all going to be multimillionaires. But you're not going to get it If you're not an SMD, you got to work your way up to senior marketing director. That's where it unlocks. That's where a lot of the perks unlocks. But it's okay. We all got to start at the bottom and work our way up. So forget about the stock options because that's extra. That's icing on the cake. Show me the money right now, Odetta. Show me the money right now. Show me the money right now at my level, my compensation level, my contract level. You're an associate or a marketing director. You help a family save $500 a month. You're making $2,700. Or you're a marketing director. You help families save $500 a month. You're making $3,000. So how many families are going to go out and help? One family, two family, three family? No. The more money, more families you help. More money you make, more families you help. You don't only want to do $500. You want to do more than $500, right? And this $500 could be one person saving $500. This $500 could be 5 kids saving $100 in each IUL. This $500 could be one person with multiple strategies. This $500 could be 2 people at $250 each. It doesn't matter. We help people to save money. The more money they save, the more money you make, right? So you work your way up, you're a senior marketing director, and now you have 5 agents. If they all are doing $1,000 savings, they all get clients to save $1,000. That could be 5 clients, that could be 4 clients, whatever. When you total it up, $1,000. You alone as an SMD, you're making $10,000 a month. And with your 5 agents, now that's another $21,000 because you brought them on board. You helped them get their business started. Total, you're making $31,000 a month, $372 a year. Get fired up about this business opportunity. You're not going to get this with a job, and definitely not a part-time job. Right? So in closing, life is all about choices. You could start your WG career, keep doing what you're doing, and start with us part-time. $125 to register your business. That's the first thing. Your background gets clear, we get you on the platform to start studying for your license. You might tell that I don't think this is for me. I don't want to do no business. I don't want to make more money. I don't know why, but whatever. You just want to be a client. That's fine. We can help you with that. Right? Or you want to do both. You want to be a client and you want to make money. So, in closing, would you rather shrink your dreams to fit your income or increase your income to fit your dream? I know each and every one of you on this Zoom want to do some big things. You want to be able to take amazing, luxurious vacation. Guys, at our convention, you know what? Guess where we're going next year for our super trip? Like these places that the company takes me, I could never afford to go on my own, or I wouldn't even dream to go to these places. I wouldn't even dream to go there. It's way out of my realm. It's way out of my reach. Like it's not even on my radar to even think about going there. So, let's increase our income and dream bigger. Get in touch with the person who invited you. If you want to see this again tomorrow, right? Let me put up the link. It's the same link. So you ain't got to be like, oh my God, let me find the link. And yes, you will be getting reminded. It is the same link that you're going to click on. Come back tomorrow, or you can send the same link to your friends and register them. Or you ask your friends, say, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday, 9 p.m. Here's how you're going to invite them. You're going to call your friend and say, hey, girl, I just got off this dynamite business opportunity presentation. And you know what? There's another one happening tomorrow at 9 p.m. Give me your email. I'm going to personally register you. You got to come on. You got to listen to this info. And worst case scenario, now you know the information. Worst case scenario, you could get help with your finance. But if you want to do this business, let's lock arms. Let's run it out. This last 6 months of this year is going to be the best 6 months. But you got to make the decision. made a decision. I'm sold out, right? So I will see you guys back here Tuesday. That's tomorrow, 9 p.m. Please, please, please get in touch with the person who invited you if you want more info or you want to ask questions so we could get you started either as a client or a business partner. But if I were you, I would do both. I would do both. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. Put yourself in position to make extra income in the next 30 days so your kids and your family can have a nice extra Christmas this year. Now, those of you that are licensed, let's meet on Raja Zoom for Power Monday on the licensing for only licensed agent. See you guys over there. Bye, y'all, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Now, we had 17 people on tonight. I want to see that double tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. And Facebook, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Hi, Adriana. Hi, let's see. Oh, hi, Kim. Hi, Jillian. Hi, Tessa. Hi, Maxine. Guys, I'm going to drop the link for you guys to register, right? If you want to see my presentation, get in the room so you can see it for yourself. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good evening. I'll see you back tomorrow, 9 p.m.